Thanks for joining us on another edition of Mad River Outdoors. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to all the newcomers. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button down below so you can be notified and alerted when we upload new videos. We try to upload videos once a week. It's all based on the amount of time and effort that we can get up here. This is quite a little bit of a drive from my original home. So based on the amount of time that I'm able to spend here is how I'm able to develop the content. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just try to get a bunch of little stuff done around here that needs to get done. So one of the things that we've been having some issues with is we're getting some creepy crawly mice into the camp, and I'm wondering if this area has anything to do with that. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go ahead and get a piece of plywood and stick it right there in between that and get that all sealed up, get it painted. This front window up here that's broken, I'm gonna pop that window out, and there's a piece of plywood that's put up behind it. So I'm actually gonna basically swing that thing around and put it in backwards and try to cover up that gap, because I'm just not in the situation where I can go about replacing that window right now. Some of the other things that we're going to try to get done today is we're going to go ahead and clean up the basement area. We're going to get that swept and vacuumed, clean up all the loose insulation that's down there, and we're also going to move some of the wood in from outside and get it better situated in here. As I coming down the stairs, you can see just lots of debris, beer bottles, shotgun shells, various pieces of ammo, insulation. It's just not very good down here in any capacity. So that's what I'd really like to do today. Just try to get this area cleaned up a bit. And we got to get all this wood that's out here moved. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that metal. Get rid of the hose. So that's our goal for today. Hopefully we can just putter along and try to get some stuff accomplished. I can't believe how low the pond is. You can see from across here where the dirt and the grass are separated. So that's probably a good 3 feet of vertical space that we're missing on the pond. That's an amazing amount of water. Looks like we got a trail here. I'd be curious. I bet you the deer come down here, or some animals, and probably do some drinking. Oh, there's a frog. He's a big old monster. You can see the pipe that drains it over there. I don't see any fish. I think the water's stagnant. I don't know that it does a whole lot right now without any water coming in from the back of the hill on the farm field. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see how this is going to play out for the first time this winter. So that's where we're at. So this is the last part of the house that needs to be painted, and I talked to the painter. He said he's going to come back and do it. We agreed that he would do the front of this in exchange for some old fencing that I had laying around on the property that he needs for some animals that he has, some dogs. So there's like 5 or 6 pieces of large fencing plus a giant coiled roll of fencing. So he can come and take that. It's less stuff that I got to worry about, and I can get that front painted for cheap. So that works out pretty well. Anyway, so let's get the day started, and I don't know, let's just see where it takes us. As I get started, I want to show you guys this thing. So I was at the hardware store and I saw this video of this guy picking up pieces of plywood, and they're moving like whole 4x8 sheets all by themselves. So this is what it is effectively. Made by Craig. It was like 29 bucks at the store that I got it at. But the ability to carry a full 4x8 sheet of plywood with just this tool, let me tell you, it's a world of difference. And as you can see, I'm going to carry 4 sheets in, and it's going to take me 5 minutes with 0 effort. So this is well worth the money. I highly recommend it. That's it. So easy. Does anybody know what this thing is? If you do, comment down below. I'll send it to you for free. You can pay the shipping if you want. I don't want this. This looks like one of those old classic spittoons that they put in old bars. Pretty neat. Anybody need an old DVD player? Pretty nice rocker. James A. Cox, Jefferson Community College. Oh, that's pretty cool. Little Dale Earnhardt clock. You don't see one of these live lobster signs every day. Well, one of the other projects that we're going to try to get done here today is, as you can see behind me, we've got the tiny cabin. So we're trying to outfit that with power today. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to be hooking up a outlet that can be run from the generator outside. It's going to be a 30 amp outlet. That's going to run to a 70 amp sub panel, which is then going to have two 15 amp breakers, which is then going to go to 2 outlets, so that we can run something like a microwave or a refrigerator and just have a dedicated outlet for those items. So that's one of the projects that we're going to try to get started as well this weekend. So you can see this is nice and tight in there. We got a caulk around there, but the green plug goes right to the generator. Got a nice 30 amp connection. And then when we come in here, we got one outlet installed along with our panel box and a working breaker. So right now we have a 30 amp line coming in, going to a 15 amp breaker. And then that gives us one outlet right now. I'm not sure if we can split the black wire to go into the two different lugs. I want to talk to an electrician before we try to get involved with that. But we've tested it, and as of right now, it works. So I'm really excited about this nice little upgrade. Now I've got to vacuum and clean up this giant mess. So we're making progress. I'm really happy that we got this done today. This is definitely a huge step forward for the tiny cabin. I'm going to cut some wood for the sliding glass door. I want to get that painted. I just want to get this done. I need to get some stuff done. All right. So we got our table saw set to 9 3/8. So let's go ahead and get our plywood cut. Let's go put it on. Hey, what do you think I should do with this chimney? I'm thinking to make it a pad and then make some stairs that can come out of here, like a deck. Or do I need to just get rid of this? If you know by chance, leave a comment down below, because I'm really not sure. If that's the case, if I could get rid of it, it's a lot of work. But if I can keep it, I can backfill all this stone into there. That'll make it a lot easier to clean up at the very least. You know, I never did have a lot of luck with these things. All right, now that we got some fresh wood up, we need to get some paint. Well, we got the piece of wood on. I think it looks pretty good, all things considered. I mean, this is definitely lipstick on a pig, don't get me wrong. But she still looks a lot prettier with the lipstick, don't she? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this window out. We're going to put a piece of plywood in place of it because it's broke and the frame is all bent. I don't know how to fix it, and I don't want to pay to get it fixed. So I'm not even on camera. Nails. They use nails. Alright, as you can see, we got the window out. The camera malfunctioned, and of course, I didn't get any of that on video. So, I dropped the window down here. I didn't break it. I had to push the ladder away. The ladder was holding it in place. Now I got to put a frame in around the window so that I can take the piece of plywood that was on the inside and put that on the outside. So that's going to be the next step. So so many staples. Oh my Lord. Cut a little piece for that corner. So 3.5 inches. Be right back. Alright, let's get this nailed. Alright, got the last one. Yeah. Yeah, the ladder will pin it. But you're going to help make sure it doesn't fall. Yeah. Okay. Alright, got that done. As you can see, we were able to get the piece of wood up. So I technically don't need the ladder there pinning it, but I'm going to leave it there so I can paint it. So Let's go ahead and get that painted. Particle board sucks, or chipboard. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get the evening concluded at this point. As you can see, we did go ahead and we got that piece of plywood up. We got it painted. Barely had enough paint. If it had been maybe a foot by a foot bigger, there's no way we would have made it. So I'm really happy that worked out. Got a second coat on that as well. There's the window. Not sure what we're going to do with that. So, like I said, we're going to go ahead and get cleaned up. It's about 6:30 right now. Got to get a fire going, get some dinner. We're going to have, local to our area, a company called Hoffman puts out these little kielbasa hot dogs, and I got some boar's head delicatessen brown mustard. So we're going to give that a shot for dinner tonight and see how that goes. Thanks for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure you click that like button. The subscribe button helps. And we'll see you on the next episode.